Hey guys, CharmedBox here and welcome back to my channel. And as you can tell by the title, I have been tagged in a tag video. I've been tagged by two people to do this video. I have been tagged by the lovely Debbie Knoblauch to do this, and I've also been tagged by Pinkpoodle2. So as you can tell by the title, this is 10 palettes. So basically how it works is if you could only choose out of your collection 10 palettes that you could keep out of all of them, which ones would you choose? Now this was the most difficult thing I've ever had to go through, and I don't know, I think the palettes that I've chosen, as I explain, I'll grab them and I'll explain the reasons why as I grab them, because some of them are more not just because of the colours and things like that, some of them are more just sentimental reasons as well, things like that. So I'm not going to ramble on too much. I will tag Debbie and Pinkpoodle in the comments, in the description below, so you guys can go and check out their videos. I'm a little bit behind, so obviously you guys will have seen me looking like this previously in a video. I've been at work all day, I have end of day makeup on, so you'll have to forgive me, but I just wanted to get this filmed while I was filming my Glossy box, so that I could get it edited up. So I'm going to grab from the top. They're in no particular order. There's just reasonings behind why I got them and why I like them. So I'm going to pick this one off the top here, and this is my Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. You guys knew there was going to be some Jeffree Star in here, and I probably could have put a whole stack of them in here because I just love Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is his consistency in his eyeshadows, the pigment, everything, the payoff. I love it. But the reason that this one is in here is because this is the first ever Jeffree Star palette that not only did he create, but this is the first Jeffree Star product that I ever bought. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the first product I bought and I fell in love with it. And you can tell that I fell in love with it because there's certain colours, like China White, got reached for quite a while. It's been a while since I've reached for this palette, which is such a shame because it is a stunner. So you've got your neutral shades as well as your pops of colour and your shimmer. So yeah, the reason that this is in here is because this is why I fell in love with Jeffree Star's makeup. As soon as I tried this, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I love the formula. I love the fact that he's so generous with his pan sizes. I just became obsessed after I bought this, and this is the reason that this is the first palette in here. So this is the reason that this palette is in here, because it is my first and what made me fall in love with Jeffree Star cosmetics. So I mean, obviously some of you guys may not love Jeffree Star, you may not love any of the palettes that I show, but this is just my reasoning, so I just thought I'd put that out there before I carry on. So the next one is this, and it's a Lunatic Cosmetic Labs palette. I am obsessed with the packaging. I found this company through Graveyard Girl. She was reviewing some of their products and I fell in love with them. All of their eyeshadow palettes, I think they've brought out some others since then. I have about 4 or 5 of their palettes, but this one is one of my favourites. You can probably tell because it's been used quite a bit. So I'll cover the mirror, even though it's a shame because it has a bat-shaped mirror. I'll hold it down like that, but it has a bat-shaped mirror and the packaging is insane. I love it. But what I love about this is that I never thought that colours like this would suit me. Now they look quite plain and neutral, but when you make an eye look from this palette, it just all came together. I've reviewed this palette like way back when I began the channel, and I don't know how many, it's probably a few years old now, this palette, but I just loved the colours in it. Just all of us, like, I don't know, they just really suited me, and every time I reached for this, people would say, what is that on your eyes, it really looks nice. So this would be definitely something I would always keep. And I love their formula, I love their packaging, what's not to love? So yeah, Lunatic Cosmetics, love them. So the next one is a newer palette. I have another Juvia's Place one, but I really love this one because of the green shades. The green shades are so beautiful. Yeah, the pigment, the formula, the packaging, it's beautiful, and that's why it's in it, because I love it. I love the greens. Right, now this one Now this is the original Soph Makeup Revolution palette. Now the reason that I've put this in here, and it's absolutely disgusting, might I add, the reason this is in here is because when obviously when Revolution started out, they were, you know, they were okay, but for me, as soon as they dropped the Soph X palette, this was the first palette I absolutely fell in love. I mean, I've got a lot of their palettes, and I love the idea behind the outer cartons that they designed with, I haven't got any up here, but they had beautiful artwork on the front of the cartons, and I've kept all of the cartons for them. I'm pretty sure I've kept them all. But they brought out this collaboration with Soph Does Nails, and it blew me away because the quality in it was way better than anything I'd seen from them, and the colours were really, really pretty. I've used this quite a bit. I mean, you probably can't tell, but I tend to reach for like these sort of shades and these sort of shades. I was using this a lot for daytime, for workwear, but I absolutely fell in love with their eyeshadows more so after trying this than anything else, because I love the colour combination, I love the payoff. Yeah, it was really, really good. Why can't I put that the right way around? There we go. So yeah, the reason that is in there is because this literally blew out Revolution out of the water when it came to their palettes, and they've just got better and better and better since then. And there is so many releases now and I can't keep up with them. I haven't done a Makeup Revolution order in such a long time, but I'm almost out of foundation and concealer and I need some new stuff, so maybe I will put in a little order for Revolution soon and try out something else. But yeah, that's the reason that palette's in there. The next one, which I am also going to tell you is absolutely disgusting, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Now this is the first Anastasia palette that I ever brought, and I absolutely love, I still love the colours in it now. It's well loved. It's even hit pan. Nikki, are you proud of me, Nikki Pearson? I hit pan on a eyeshadow palette and it absolutely agonises me, but I actually did. So this is what it's really, really well loved and well used. I love it. And you know what, for Halloween, if you need to fill in, like if you create wounds and things, the colour Red Ochre, I know it sounds insane, but Red Ochre inside a wound adds so much depth and dimension to it. But I love this palette, absolutely love the formula. This is like classic Anastasia for me, and I love it. I have the Norvina palette, I do love that. I have the Alyssa Edwards palette, but this is like, I love this one, and I do want some of her other older classic ones, because I feel like these ones to me just scream more Anastasia than, obviously Norvina's got a lot more hands-on with the business now, but I do love the classic Anastasia. So I probably will get some more of her palettes, but I think I want the more classic ones before I would venture towards the more Norvina ones. Obviously I've got the Norvina palette, which is in this sort of design case, and I do love that, but I do want some of the old classics. That's the reason that's in there. Now this one is not just a sentimental reason, this is a really, really good palette. So this is BH Cosmetics, and it's My Ray Ray, who is a YouTuber, and she collabed with BH Cosmetics to create this palette. Now this palette I actually won in a giveaway on Twitter. I won the whole It's My Ray Ray collection, which I was absolutely blown away by and shocked when they contacted me and told me I won, and I was absolutely amazed. And I love this palette, it is beautiful. It's a bit of a mess, so I'm really sorry, but I'll open it out and I'll take this seal off because you'll be blinded. But this, I'm going to try and show you without blinding you with the mirror, but it has all your eyeshadow shades here, which are beautifully pigmented and so easy to work with. And then it has like your bronzers, and I guess you would use that one as contour, it's quite dark for me. And then your highlighters and shimmers and things here, but this is like insane. Look at how crazy pigmented that highlighter is. Like, as soon as I touch that and the shade Angel, this eyeshadow, oh, I'm gonna blind you with a mirror, this eyeshadow here, like, it's like a white, but it's like, it's got like a gold shimmer to it. I was obsessed. I was obsessed, and I used it quite a bit, so that's why it's in a bit of a mess. But yeah, I kept it for I have it for, in the list for sentimental reasons, as well as the fact that it's just freaking awesome. And BH Cosmetics is so affordable. I have a few of their palettes. If you haven't, you should totally go and check out BH Cosmetics, because they are so underrated. People don't mention them enough. So yeah, love it. That's the reason that's in there. Then we have a classic, and it is the Too Faced Peach palette. When I first started my channel, stupidly bought a fake version of this from AliExpress, and I did put it on my eyes, but I really wanted the original, and so I brought it, and I still have it, and I do love it. It's perfect when you start to get into the warmer weather to reach for this palette. Obviously the shades in it are perfect for neutral, and your pop of oranges and pinks and peachy colours. It's just really, and it still has its peach scent. Like, I've had this a while now and it still smells like peaches, and I love it. Yeah, so yeah, I do love that. It was just like, I mean, obviously they brought out the chocolate bar palette, but as soon as they brought out this one screamed to me way more, and I love the smell. So yeah, that's the reason that one's in there, because I brought the fake like an idiot, and then brought the real thing and tried it, and it was beautiful. So yeah, the next one we have is another Jeffree Star, and it is the Blood Sugar palette. This is like the colours that I will reach for most of the time. If I'm at work, I tend to go for more neutral shades. I don't tend to go bright and out there, but I just love the colour story in this palette. I just love it, and these are my colours. These are my colours. This is like everything I love. I love the more warm tone red sort of shades. I love the packaging. I just love it. This is literally one of my faves, absolute faves, and I love it. And you don't need me to tell you about the pigment and payoff and how it works and things like that, because you know it's gonna be good because it's Jeffree. So yeah, that is that. So the last two are by the same company, and one is sentimental and one is, I don't know. Okay, I'll show you. So this is the Morphe 35B. Now this was brought for me by my daughter for Christmas, and because I said, I was talking about colour, and I was saying I wanted to use a little bit more colour, or I didn't have a palette that was like with really vivid colours in it, so she brought me this for Christmas, and I love it. I absolutely love it. The colours in it are beautiful. They work really well. If you're ever stuck for a colour, you know, you can just grab this palette out and you can create something. I think I used this in my palette bingo video that I did a collaboration with some of the YouTubers in, and I created a really nice look. Like, I think it's literally my profile picture on my account, because I loved the look so much. So yeah, it creates some beautiful look, and it has helped me so much on my YouTube colour journey, and just in general. I just love it. It's like you know, a must-have if you want something colourful and affordable. Like, Morphe is super affordable, so if you can't afford the high-end stuff, Morphe is the way to go, because they're super affordable. They give you what you need, and it's just a great company. So yeah, which is why there is another one in here, and this, some of you love, some of you hate. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette, and this, more so than anything, is a sentimental reason. The reason I would keep this palette is because this is what I created my makeup look with on my wedding day. I used this palette to do my makeup on my wedding day. I did my own makeup on my wedding day, more so because I could have hired somebody to do it, but I thought, who knows my own face better than myself, so I may as well do it myself. You may have seen me do like practice runs in older videos, but yeah, this is the palette that I used to do my wedding makeup, so this one had to be in there. It had to, and it is a gorgeous palette. It has the beautiful neutrals, lovely warm shades, and then if you want your pops of colour, there's a few there. I mean, I do like these two. I don't tend to reach for the purple really very much, but the neutral shades were perfect, and it created a beautiful look that lasted all day on my wedding day. So why would I not put that in there? So yeah, that was my 10th palette. What do you think? Would you have put any of these in yours? Do you hate any? Is there any that you love just as much as I do? I would love to hear your thoughts. I don't know whether to tag anybody. Okay, yeah, I'll tag some people. I'm going to tag, let me think. I'm going to tag Sparklyprincesslynette blogs. I'm going to tag Lightning Lass. I'm going to tag Lady Mawa. I am going to tag, who else? Being Briony. And I know there's so many more, but my brain is blank. I've been at work all day and I can't think of anybody else. Right, I think I'll leave it at that because I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that would be obsessed enough with their eyeshadow palettes to do this, and I'm probably totally missing somebody that I know would adore to do this. Right, if you do want to do this, let me know in the comments that you've done it and I will come over and watch your video. But if I think of anybody else that I want to do it, I'll put it in the description bar so you guys can see who I've tagged. But yeah, that is my if I could only keep 10 palettes challenge. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't and you're new here, subscribe and see what else there is to come. But I'm going to let you go. Hope you have a great day, night, morning, evening, whatever it is you're doing when you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.